Hey there, everyone. My name is Ryan Schul. This is my data science channel. So today I want to talk about animated plots that show changes over time, right? So this is a time series analysis. It's temporal, right, which means time-based, and we can visualize different temporal trends very clearly using Plotly animated plots, right? So anything that changes over time can be visualized in a Plotly plot. So you can imagine weather patterns, stock market movements, migration patterns, um, anything that changes over time, right? Like people moving from one place to another, people traveling from one country to another, from US to Europe or from Europe to the US, right? There's lots and lots of applications for these types of things. So we can compare categories across time. We can highlight movement and momentum. We can look at emerging or intuitive different patterns, right? And this is great for presentations and creating dashboards. So the example I'm going to show to you today comes from here, okay? This link right here is going to be read into the URL, and we're going to assign headers right here, a state and a year and a population. I will show you the URL right now. So this is population numbers over time, right? So this is Alaska, and this is the year right here, and then we have the population over here, right? So the headers don't come to us automatically. Whoops, I'm not sure what that is. The headers don't come to us automatically, so we have to assign headers. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control Enter to do the import, and then we get the state, the year, the population, right? Those are the column names that we assign. The year is type integer, so we're converting that to an integer because when it comes in, like the computer doesn't really know what this is, right? Like Python doesn't really know what this is, so we have to force this into a certain state, right? We have population, which also has to be an integer. Again, it doesn't come in as an integer, it's really a string, but we create that into an integer. And then when we have that, we can go ahead and have the state, the year, the population, and then the year string because it comes to us as a string. So everything is pulled in here, right? This is what it looks like when it comes into our data frame. That's the head. The head is the first 5 rows, 0 through 4. Python is 0 based, right? So we start with 0. It's really row 1. If you were using Excel, that would be 1. And then it ends with 6274. This is Wyoming, 2024, and then the population. So I'm going to go down here, hit Control Enter to get everything into the Plotly plot. We can see the plot down here. So it starts with 1900, goes to 1906. I think we had a couple records, not too many, because if you look back here, for Alaska, it starts at 1950. But I bet if we do Control F, 1900, yeah. So for Alabama, they actually have a 1900 over here. So for some states, this data was captured back in 1950, and that's where it started. In some states, it starts in 1900. So if I hit Control Enter, we can see the animation here. So light yellow means more people. You can see over time, some of these states kind of get lighter and lighter. The yellow is the higher numbers, the dark blue is the lower numbers. And you can see these migration patterns or population shifts and population changes over time. That's what these Plotly animated charts are great for. So you can see what's happening. You can see the movement. You can see the shifting. You can see the pattern. You can see the development, right? And the growth over time. So that's what these things are so good for, right? So started in 1900 for some states. You can see New York and California are growing. These are the two most populous states. And everything that is dark is less popular relative to the lighter states. Now California has 25 million. New York lost some population into 1990, 1996. We're coming into the early 2000s now. California is really growing, really developing, really maturing, right? And at the end over here, we finish in 2020, okay, and the plot is done. And if we mouse over any of these states, we can see the details. So this is California, 39 million, New York, 19 million, North Dakota, Montana, so on and so forth, Utah, Colorado, Texas. So that's what's great. And if you want to zoom in, you can hit the mouse button, zoom in. If you want to zoom out, you can zoom out. So that's why I love these Plotly charts so much. So it's very interactive, very dynamic. This is a great site right here. If you look at plotly.com, Plotly animation, this is where I got the inspiration from. If you click on this button right here, you can see the change in GDP over time based on life expectancy. So it's very easy to use these types of things. This is your data frame. Okay, this is the GDP per capita. This is the x-axis, this is the horizontal. The y-axis is the vertical, that's the life expectancy. The animation frame is the year. The animation group is the country. And the size of the circle is the population. The color is the continent. So you have all of these different features in your data frame. All you have to do is assign it to this UDF, this function right here, right? And it's going to do everything for you. So it's actually very easy to use these types of things, right? So if I switch back here, we see population over time pulling in from this website right here, right? And I did a little implementation, or not implementation, what's it called? Like treatment or whatever, just to get these into integers because they come in the strings, and then you feed it into the data frame. So data frame, or you feed it into the choropleth. This is the data frame, location, state, location mode, US states, colors, population, hover name, state, animation frame, year, and that's it. These are all down here are actually optional. You don't have to put this in. This is the size of the plot. So very easy to use these types of things, right? So that's why I want to demo. I'll give you one more example. This is a JSON coming from right here. If I control F and put that over here, this is the JSON string. Okay, so everything comes in. It's not very human readable, but this is very easy for a computer to interpret this and take this information, fetch it, and convert that into something that is human readable, right? So JSON strings are very easy to save down and to pull up, right? It's very fast. It's very efficient. It's great for the computer to use these types of things, right? It's not very user friendly when you try to read this thing, right? It's kind of like gobbledygook over here, or whatever you want to call it. But once you fetch the data from the URL, you have the response right here, and convert that response into JSON data, and you just explode the data down here. Then you can easily create the data frame from these data records. Okay, Control C, Control F. This is the data record for every entry in data records. This could be anything. For any Ryan, my name is Ryan, for any Ryan in entry records, we are going to go ahead and explode that, Control Enter to get the results. Okay, and just to prove, this is just anything you want it to be, right? Oh, this has to be, where's entry? Oh, there's another one here. Oh, there's another one. Okay. So that's fine. That's fine. I only need to see this one. Oh. All right. I probably shouldn't have gone down this path, but I'm just trying to put this in your mind, that this can be anything you want it to be, right? So let me just go back to entry. We got the results right here, state, year, income. Let me go back to entry, because I will save this down. Control Enter. But the point is, you're just going through iterations of a loop, so that can be anything you want. You take the state, the year, and the income. You assign these headers right here, okay, just to clean this thing up, because this is, again, like kind of messy, kind of weird. But in the computer science world, or the data science world, like a JSON string is very easy to save, to recall, and to manipulate, right? So that's why JSON is very popular to use. So we have the state, the year, the income. I am going to create an abbreviated state name right here in the dictionary. Control Enter. So all these items in the dictionary come in here. I'm going to create an abbreviation. So Alabama, this is the key, this is the value, this is the key, this is the value. Anything that's separated by a colon has a key value pair, and I have these curly braces around that. And again, we're going to feed this into the data frame. We have the state code, okay, US states, color is income, animation is year. So this is the state. I just plotted this right here. Control Enter to refresh it, and hit the play button. And you can see the income levels by year. This one goes a little bit faster. We only have about 20 years of data, and it goes year by year. So this is the income level per year. I'll do it again because it actually went pretty fast here. So lighter is more income, and darker is less income, right? So just like we saw before, this is the choropleth map, and this is an animated plotly chart or plot, right? So I just want to take you through that. Hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully you learned a couple of things in this lesson. I try to make all of these projects informative and educational, and try to make it inspirational too, as much as I can. Hopefully it's inspirational, focusing more on the education and dropping knowledge. As I learn these things, I share my insights with you guys all. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to wrap it up right here. I will save the code and post that when I post the video a little bit later today. Let me save it right now. Save as HTML. I'll save the link when I post the video, and you guys will have everything you need. You can copy and paste that and run that in your own Jupyter environment. Thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate it. Take care, and I will see you in the next video very soon.